when I get calls from the social worker at Dell Children's Hospital with concerns, and it was a doctor from the pre-op.
Why would
Did you say you got a call from the school?
And then the school has their concerns about Audrey missing school. I understand, and so what I did is we have this safety plan, we have this order that we sat down and discussed for hours with her about the importance of getting her to school, about how it would affect this case, about the judge seeing that on paper and her having those acts. This is not good. Yes, we understand her breaking her arm, and this is what we did. This is what we did to protect her. I said within 12 hours, you just have to let us know, the child advocates know, that the reason for her missing school, and we just need medical documentation to match it, just to help protect her. And that is not happening. And that hasn't happened.
Let me ask you this. How many absences did she have since it was court ordered that she did?
She had 3. She had 3 of those were for the broken arm. And then I believe it was...
We had to take her back to the hospital last week because of finger swelling. So there's 4.
So I didn't get any paperwork for that. We weren't told about that, and that's the problem, is miscommunication of those things. She knows about the court order. Her lawyer knows how to get in touch with her because we've discussed this issue with her lawyer too. We are trying to be on her side. If I wasn't on her side, then I wouldn't have done what? Call her lawyer, have her lawyer, her, and everybody meet at the hospital to discuss his concerns, come up with a safety plan. So we're trying to do everything we can. The problem is that above me, going around doing all this work and trying to get everybody to be on her side, that I have people, my supervisor, my program director, and they have people at CASA, and they have people at the ad litem office, and Dylan's bosses, and Dylan, who have to make these decisions about safety for these children. And especially because Audrey's missing school, and she does have this problem, with both behavioral problem, yes, I admit from going back and forth I completely admit it from back and forth. Starting Monday, but I had to push her with that court order to do it. And these are the problems that we're having. I pled the case. I plead the case with my supervisor and program director and advocate for Lori, and I lost today.
You know, there's things that it's like, let me just give you for an example. It has been reported, and this is in court document, it has been reported that Miss Leslie physically attacked 2 caseworkers. That was in a court document.
Yeah, she pushed me outside of her door.
And
she lunged after an investigator.
Now Dylan, and I was in the courtroom for this, also said that Jacob was a crack baby when he was born. He was born addicted to crack. So anything Dylan says, we take it as just a bold. He stood up in front of a judge and me and Dad there in front of everybody and said that Jacob was born addicted to crack.
I didn't say crack.
He was born.
No, he wasn't.
Documentation. Okay.
No, he wasn't.
I'm going to end this discussion here.
But
we have people that are coming to get the children from the household. The children are moving this evening. I just suggest that we hope to pack them up to make them more comfortable.
But let me.
Child Protective Services. Y'all really care about
kids. Okay, so I'm just going to end this discussion here and let you know that somebody's going to come up to pick the children up, and that's going to happen rather soon because we need to get on the road. And so what would be helpful is if you could help pack their clothing.
Yeah, their clothes are packed.
Okay.
But so, I mean, here we are taking a kid out of the home and enrolling her back into another school come Friday. You know, and this is going on and going on. And now you can see why Audrey is the way she is, why she's clingy and why she's needy. And it's all because of CPS. And this is a family that has never been convicted of any kind of child abuse or neglect. You know, this man raised me all my life. He's still raising me. You know, I'm 48 years old, and I've had broken bones. I've had broken legs. I've, sprained ankles, wrecked bicycles. I did all that. You know, I was you know, pretty rambunctious kid growing up, and I think I turned out okay. You know.
Well, just to let you know, there is trial coming up on October 21st to end the case.
Hey, we'll be there.
There's
We'll be
time
there.
for everybody to have witnesses and everyone to get ready
We
for that.
will be there. But what we also want, Brooke, what we want, if October 21st doesn't go our way, I will tell you what, we will go to a jury trial and we will file a lawsuit and get this stopped.
Well, there already is. It is a jury trial. I believe it's a jury.
No. I want a jury of Lori's peers. I don't want people that y'all select. We would
No,
like.
her lawyer selects, but it's a jury. It's a jury demand that her lawyer puts in. So her jury. So she'll have a trial on August 21st. Just to let you know.
We want
to discuss these matters. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to let you know. This is what I've been sitting here just to inform you guys of.
Yeah.
It is a trial for parental rights.
We want a trial. We want witnesses.
It'll be up to a week long, if not longer.
I thought it was.
No, that's the temporary orders hearing is no longer happening. We're going to trial for parental rights, and not even parental rights. It's yes, parental rights. That's what all the trials are for us.
You know, we had a case up in Dallas. And one of the justices for the Texas Supreme Court made the comment that parental rights was much more precious than property rights. I hope this don't have to go all the way to the Texas Supreme Court because, first of all, I don't have the money.
Well, I mean, that's why you have Susanna. She's appointed by the court because of that. And so Susanna will stay on the case and continue to be her attorney because she's appointed by the court, which is, you know.
Well, Ms. Holman from the school called today, and she's very concerned.
Yes.
She's concerned about
We actually met with her for an hour or so today.
She's very concerned.
Yes. So I'm going to be in my car finishing the paperwork. Just please try to give them whatever they need to transition. I realize how difficult it is. Last thing we want to do is
coming in here on a Wednesday night when the kids should be in bed going to school. That is really. When we had a court date on the 15th, this could have all been settled on the 15th.
And take them off on a 4-hour drive.
Right.
I was hoping to get to the school today and everything would be fine with the attendance, but unfortunately that's just one more piece of information that my bosses have decided needs a change of placement. So unfortunately, I am the bearer of the bad news because I am the caseworker. So I will be in my vehicle.
Who is your boss?
My boss is, my supervisor is Tiffany Collins, and then my program director is Damien Brewer.
Don't suppose Tiffany has any kids, does she?
I'm sorry?
Does Tiffany have any kids? I'm just asking.
I don't know. I don't ask for personal questions like that.
Well, that's not really a personal question.
It is a personal question. I mean, that's...
People ask me if I got kids all the time.
Yeah?
What kind of paperwork do you have to remove these kids?
There wasn't a court hearing, so I don't have any paperwork. What we have is a change of placement that's going to happen. Because we have temporary management serviceship for the children, we can decide a change of placement by agreement of child advocates. And so that's what's going on.
You don't have anything signed by a judge or nothing?
Yeah, I mean, it's a standing order. It's called a standing change of placement order by agreement of child advocates. It's in every case. It stands for every case. And because
I don't think that's going to work.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to work.
Well, that's what I've been sitting here. I mean, I literally came from this morning. I came to check and make sure Audrey went to school. Then I went to school right afterwards, hoping that the attendance record will reflect all the absences that we've been informed of. That did not happen. We sat down with the principal and the counselor, and then from there I went to a meeting with the child advocates to discuss these concerns.
Why you got nothing as far as child abuse is concerned. You got no case whatsoever.
And you never have.
But
really.
So what
and I know you've only been involved.
Yeah. On August 8th, 2011. Something called a petition affecting the original relationship of parent-child relationship, the Department of having TMC of the children, was filed. And in that petition, there are number of things that they file, evidence that they file to show that yes, child abuse and neglect have been reason to believe for child abuse and neglect against
Reason to
children.
believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
They
pretty.
never have been.
Yeah,
So-
they've never been
You
abused
know,
or
Brooke,
neglected.
you know in
Well, I'm just
your
letting you
heart
know.
that these kids have never been abused
Just to
or
let you know,
neglected.
so that's filed, and then there's something called a show cause hearing, where both sides bring their evidence. You were there. Both sides bring their evidence against that reason to believe to determine whether or not that's true or not. The judge rules on that, and out of that comes a case of child abuse and neglect, reason to believe. And
Well, we're
thus
going
this party
public
have
with this
temporary
thing.
marriage conservatorship.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
going public with it.
yeah. Reason to believe. I mean, that's, you know, if there was abuse or neglect going on, I would have taken these kids myself. But that's not the case. You know?
So I'm gonna go in my car and wait for, unless you guys want to start bringing out the stuff. I don't know what you want to do here.
Lori says the kids are not leaving the house.
Okay. Then I'm gonna wait for someone to come get them. I will be in my vehicle. Thank you very much.